What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be checking out the new JND Arwen. I have not watched this video yet.
It's official.
So I wanted to watch it with you guys, give you my reaction. I have seen some photos on my phone, but it's not the big screen. But let's check this out. So Arwen, Liv Tyler, Lord of the Rings, Aragorn's lover. I'm not going to play the music because it's going to be Lord of the Rings and then I can't monetize the video. So I gotta say, JND is always so good at hyping up their videos. Nothing hypes me up more on a statue than like seeing footage from the movie and whatnot. You know, like Prime 1 did that. They had TVs with like the Dark Knight Rises playing behind the Dark Knight Rises statues, and I loved that. So here we see Arwen in her white dress. You know, it's kind of like when you first see her. Now, I do like Liv Tyler. So here is the portrait. Let's pause this real quickly. Check that out. So I showed my wife a photo of this and I didn't say who it was and I only showed the face. She didn't know who this was. She wasn't like, oh, that's Liv Tyler. And she knows Liv Tyler quite a bit. You know, she has a very, remarkable face. She didn't know who this was. She thought it looked like a robot. She's like, that looks like AI, like a robot. And then when I showed her a side-by-side next to actual Liv Tyler's Arwen, she's like, doesn't look like her. And I gotta say, I agree. I think the likeness definitely is off, especially considering this is gonna be like a $2,500 statue. You know, so we have silicone up to, looks like right here on the chest. The rest is probably polystone. I mean, she has big lips like JND does, nice hair. Looks like she'll have silicone hands. The hand punched hair looks good, gloss eyes. You know, it's just a mixed media gown. So it's not like a ton going on. She has her necklace that I believe Frodo eventually got. And then there's the base. So similar to the other bases, it's a black base. It says Lord of the Rings, and it looks like it has some grass on it. She might possibly have silicone feet. It's kind of hard to say. They didn't really show it too good. And then here is Daniel, the marketing director. All right.
The Lord of the Rings. This was an honor for us all who witnessed the birth of this series that defined the genre in this modern era. Who can forget that moment when Tolkien's wild and fantastical imagination came to life right in front of our eyes in the big screen? And now these characters are going to be coming back to life in the most hyper-real way through the works of JND Studios. I think the biggest characteristic of the fantasy genre, there are dragons that breathe out fire, wizards battling each other with magical powers. We also remember that the biggest and the most obvious theme in the film was good versus evil. And we thought that the character that best represented the fantasy as well as the good was Arwen the elf.
작업을 매번 시작할 때마다 조금 더 잘 만들고 싶어지는 건 어쩔 수 없나 봐요. 그래서 좀 더 깊이 있게 캐릭터와 그 배역을 소화한 배우를 연기했고요. 아르윈을 연기한 리브 타일러는 당대 최고의 아름다운 외모로
I was like seeing this, like them sculpting it with their hands.
신화적인 하얀 피부와 긴 머리까지 어쩌면 섬세한 몸의 변화, 의상이 핏되었을 때의 느낌 등을 고려해서
they're pretty much just hyping up the entire statue.
지금 약속의 징표인 이분 스타의 정밀한 재현에.
So let's see if there's anything additional. Oh, look at that. So the body.
많이 보여드리는 것보다 제대로 보여드리고 싶은 마음이 크고 하나를
기획하더라도
그 작품을 우리가 어떻게 만들고자 하는지, 우리가 전하고자 하는 메시지는 무엇인지, 그리고 그것이
I love when they show them putting the
어떤
eyeballs in.
연결점을 갖는지를 늘 설명하려고 합니다. 그래야
I'm sure in person this will look better. It could be photographs. I mean, like right there, right here. Like that, I think it looks really good right there. She looks like she has nice hips and it looks good. I like it right here. It's just some of those up close, the face, something definitely looks off. The thing is, with this particular piece, the face is the most porn. Like right there, the likeness is off. There, it's okay. Kind of depends on the angle, but it's definitely off. You know, like I don't see it in every angle. Yeah, like that is definitely off. Overall, I mean, it's pretty good. It's definitely not going to be worth $2,500 because the dress is extremely simple, very simple base. The only thing you're truly getting is silicone hands, silicone portrait. The problem is the portrait is maybe like 80% likeness for me. And 80% is not good enough when you're spending $2,500. And the main thing you want to see is going to be that portrait. Like if it's not spot on for this, because the costume, there's nothing to really look at. The pose, there's nothing to look at. The base, there's nothing to look at. The only thing you're going to be looking at on this statue is that face. And the face is not good enough in my opinion. I think they need to go back and rework it. Let me show you a side-by-side of her actually next to Liv Tyler. I mean, it's not the best photo, but you get the kind of idea. I feel like her almost cheeks are a little too fat. And let's see. Kind of hard to say, but it just doesn't look like her. You know what I mean? Maybe the eyes. There's something definitely off. Now, this is kind of a blurry picture, but just looking at the basic face shape, they don't look at all the same. Like right here, her likeness looks like 60%. Some angles it looks like 80, and I think 80 is the best I ever saw in that video. But overall, it simply is not good enough. I think JND needs to go back and rework this portrait. I'm real curious if this is going to be like instant sellout like their last Superman was, because I thought his likeness was also pretty bad. You know, JND has done some really good likenesses. Like I thought Mara is one of their best. Obviously, Wonder Woman Golden Armor was really good. Catwoman's really good. I still think Harley's off. I think the new Wonder Woman is off. Superman's terrible. Joker's off. This is off. It's almost like 50-50. I feel like half their products are really good likeness. The other half are only like 60 to 80% likeness depending on the angle. However, I mean, no matter what, you're definitely going to get a hyper real statue, glass eyes, hand punched hair, silicone skin, high quality fabric. And in general, they always do look better in person versus videos. You know, like the Joker had horrible likeness in my opinion on pictures and videos. In person it was better, but not a ton better. I will say it still was like, yeah, it's not that much better. Maybe like it went from 65% likeness to 70%, you know. And I'm sure Arwen in person is probably more like 85% likeness, but still 85 is not good enough. I think these JNDs need to be a minimum 90% for the price they're charging. Ideally 95 to 98. But definitely easy pass for me. I'm only collecting the Prime 1 Lord of the Rings line. I'm only doing 1/4, so absolutely zero interest from me in buying this. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think this is a hit or a miss by JND? Do you think the likeness is good? And do you think this is going to be an instant sellout like their previous ones? Because JND is super good at hyping everything up. This will probably have a 600 edition size, $2,500 price tag. Will this be an instant sellout? It's hard to say. We don't have a, you know, Arwen statue like a good one out there. All the Weta ones look horrible in my opinion. Anyways, folks, that is it. Tomorrow we'll do KD Boo. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.